Hello, and welcome back to our 41st episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, rested and ready to dive into tonight's episode. But don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every other Friday. Well, let's dive into what happened last game, because you arrived at the opera. After surviving an encounter with the cave mob blades, you all suited up and headed to the upper tiers in the hopes to find a member of Artrin and Zora's gang. Upon arriving, Al, Caché, and Gizmo put on quite a show, drawing eyes away from Artrin and Zora and Fenris, as you all managed to make your way inside for the evening's events. While waiting to be seated, a few of you noticed a strange masked figure flitting between the patrons. And as the house lights started to dim, Al, now famously known as the wonderful Balthazar, Caché's mislead, Artrin and Zora made their way inside, while Gizmo and Fenris and the real Caché remained outside to scope out the place. It's a little bit chaotic. It didn't take long for you all to spot your target, Isa, who took to the stage and sung a haunting song, her voice seeming choked by the end of the performance. She was hurried backstage while the curtains were drawn. At intermission, Artrin was led away to the sapphire box upstairs to meet with Lord Loquinnroth, leaving Al, Master Balthazar, Gizmo, Caché's mislead, to entertain the masses downstairs. Fenris was already sneaking around backstage, drawing attention from the expressionless actors that she found backstage. And in the sapphire box, Artrin had a rather uncomfortable encounter with Lord Loquinnroth before a new figure was revealed, having no face. Alone with the nightmare Avarice, Artrin managed to learn that there was a phantom binding Isa to the opera house, and in exchange for his kindness, Avarice scorched a message into his mind that he wanted the Dragonborn to deliver to someone in Avasha, personally. As quickly as the dream began, Artrin snapped back into reality, staring into the face of Lord Loquinnroth, who's currently not looking so hot, with black fire protruding from the nobleman's chest. Avarice is nowhere to be seen. So, Artrin.
Yep.
Let's get you on here.
Yeah.
We should probably do that.
Artrin, as you are coming back into control of your own self and your body, your reality reshaping in front of you, what are you feeling in this moment, staring down at the black-scaled dragonborn who is dead in front of you, your own blade punctured through his chest?
Confusion, disgust, anger, and not knowing why have I done this? I didn't do this. Who else did?
It's at that moment you see your hand right on the hilt of the blade. And those questions flit through your mind. You don't remember this. You were talking to that man with no face. There's no other person in the box with you at the moment. However, as you're kind of looking around, the curtain opens slightly, and that servant that you weren't so kind to kind of just stops with a tray of drinks in his hands. He looks to you, down to the Lord, back to you. What do you do?
Now I know what this looks like, but it really wasn't me. Is he about to run, or what's his body language?
give me an insight check.
Insight. 19.
19, okay. There is a mixture of emotions on this individual's face. You see, first foremost, on the front, this almost relief that the master is dead. Just quickly like a change to horror of what he's seeing, and then to absolute fear of you.
Uh-huh.
Drinks slowly tip forward and crash on the ground, and it startles him even more, and he is like on he's gonna run. He's gonna try to run.
Okay. I will grapple him.
Okay.
Just run right up to him and grapple him.
All right, go ahead. Roll a grapple check. He's gonna try to do. That's gonna be athletics for you.
The grappler feet, so I have advantage.
You do indeed.
You said athletics for me?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You easily done. Launch yourself over the chair that Lord Loquinnroth is in, and you tackle this young man to the ground. You kind of both fall out. It's a very small little booth. Like, these are not very large sections of the opera house, and you kind of tumble out into the hallway slightly. And you're currently grappling him, and I promise I won't say anything. I promise I won't say. Please don't kill me. Please.
Let's just chill out and think about what we're going to do here.
With your
Because no one is going to believe that you didn't help me kill him. The simple servant led me right to him and let me bury my blade in his chest. That's what they're all going to believe. So I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to tie you up, and I'm going to leave you next to him, and you can live, and you can be the victim. We can all get what we want out of this night.
If you tie me up, they'll never let me leave. And you just see he is shaking in your arms.
I'm not going to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. So I'm going to ask one favor of you, okay?
Okay.
Don't make me hurt you. Just leave. Act like you saw nothing. No one has to know.
Kind of, you feel the shaking start to slightly go down. He's kind of looking to the blade, to the body, to the blood, back to you. He still seems terrified of you. It's a little bit hard to read. He's going to a little bit of shock, but he's not bolting anymore.
What way have I got him grappled?
I'd say, since he was trying to run, I'd say you actually just kind of have him pinned to the ground, unless you were trying to pin him up against the wall.
Okay.
It's kind of a closer up to him. You're noticing he's quite gaunt. He is a drow, but quite short and small for a drow. Definitely doesn't have a lot of meat on him or anything.
Okay.
You gonna let him up? You gonna keep
I'm gonna-
him there?
I'm gonna keep holding him, but I will get him on his feet.
Okay.
Is there a back door somewhere that we can just walk out of here?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want any other doors. It's just the one. You're never gonna make it out of here. They see everything. And he's like looking up into the rafters and like, yeah.
Do I see anything in the rafters?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
No, 3.
Nope. You do notice people are a few are slowly starting to funnel back in down below, kind of move towards their seats again and talking and laughing and...
Okay. Don't we have something up, a kind of link?
Psychic link? You were part of it, I think, yeah.
Do I need to be able to see you for that, or is it just within a certain range?
Just if you're in range, I'll double check that now, but...
Telepathic
Who else
bond,
was
isn't it?
involved?
Telepathic bond, yeah.
I think that's just like once you've cast it, like you're linked.
Mhm.
I think.
Once you're linked, the range is huge, I think. So
I believe it is huge. It's way bigger than I think the Opera House, so...
Okay.
I would say you only have about 10 minutes left on that, and same with the mislead.
Okay, I will tell Al what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
that Lord Loquinnroth is dead. No idea how it happened.
It? But how did?
Well, I
He's
sat
not
down
only
with him.
mostly dead.
I sat down with him and I had a conversation, and then his face kind of fell away, and then he was a man with no face, and then I woke up and my sword was in his chest. So
That seems normal. For us, anyway.
that's normal for you.
Well,
Unfortunately,
I suppose.
yeah.
oh, I don't... Oh, yeah, are you able to...
Yeah,
is
is it-
everyone here at the same time?
Is it like is it a big hive
If
mind?
it's
I actually
telepathic
don't...
bond, that's just
Yeah.
open to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
Oh,
I'd
it's
say
okay.
if
walkie
you're
talkie,
wanting...
I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll know.
Targets
Fine.
can't communicate,
I'll
yeah.
be saying it to everyone, so yeah.
So yeah, if you're wanting to say it to everyone, then yeah, you're saying it to everyone. Yeah.
Did this face just have a smile by any chance?
Yeah, big one.
Oh no.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How dead is he? Is he mostly dead, or is he all dead?
well, my entire sword is in his chest. He's
Your sword.
yeah,
And that's lethal, right?
as far as I'm aware. Usually,
When you left
from my
at the door.
experience, usually.
This is the
Okay.
one you
Huh?
left at the door.
Well, I'm currently holding like a servant boy.
Holding
dead?
him with your sword?
No, just kind of
Oh, that's good.
have him wrapped in my arms because he's kind of walked in and saw, my hand on my sword, which was in
That's not.
Oh, that's
his
bad.
chest.
Yeah.
But he's
And,
like definitely like a slave, so I don't really
and,
want to kill him.
You incapacitate him.
It would be the most efficient though.
We're not
Hmm,
killing
I don't-
slaves.
No, we are not. So I would
Anyway,
say,
yeah.
Are you meaning he's still in your arms? Are you meaning to be saying this out loud?
What's your name?
I am Fenris.
All names have vanished from my brain.
I know, yeah.
Everyone say their
Tough.
name.
Go with
Tough.
that.
Tough. I really don't want to do this to you, but just gonna knock you out for a little while, and when you wake up, the opera house won't be here anymore. All right? And I'm just gonna start slowly choking him until he loses consciousness.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
Mm.
okay. So you're basically making him pass out.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
non-lethally incapacitate him, essentially.
If you give me mushroom spores,
I mean,
that
if
put me
I
to
could-
sleep or
I just
something.
want you to know that choking someone takes a little bit of time.
Can I just like whack his head on the door frame then?
While choking him.
Yeah, I like just put him down.
It's the pug. Make sure he looks, plenty
Okay, how
knocked
about
out
this?
from
How about this?
behind. It's a quick assassination attempt. He got knocked out. Boss got killed. No
Okay.
fault of his own.
I would say so. Go ahead and roll me. You don't have to roll to hit, but just roll kind of some damage. So roll a d4 and add your strength.
D4 and add my strength. Okay.
See how long it takes.
Where's my D4s?
So the higher strength you have, the longer it takes.
No,
That's
it's. Go ahead.
9.
9 total.
9 total. I rolled a 4 and plus 5 for strength.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, no, so yeah, he's out.
Okay. Is he alive? I didn't kill him, did I?
No, you didn't kill him. No, he's
Okay.
still breathing. But I'd say as you're doing this and as you feel him kind of relax and go unconscious, Sora pulls the curtain open. What the fuck you doing? And looks down at the boy. What are you doing? And kind of gets
Just-
down to
I
him.
had it handled.
And she
Clearly.
looks at the sword in the chest. Clearly, you have a fucking.
I'm
handle.
getting
That was-
to it.
What is happening? Have you
I
gone
don't know.
mad? Are you
I
you're
think
acting like
maybe.
them?
Like who?
Like this fucked up group that we decided to save in the wilds, and we should have just let the crabs have them.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my idea either, so I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna like put the guy Toff on the chair I was sitting on, and then I'm gonna take my sword out of the Lord Loquinnroth. And I ain't gonna let his body go to waste, so I'm just gonna search him real quick.
Okay, yeah, easily done. Search him. You find.
Just want to start eating him when you said when his body
No,
goes.
I know.
Whoa!
Like a lemon going to the waist.
Nom nom nom. Okay, so you find.
Anyway, didn't bring bow and just had food.
You find 2 soul gems.
Ooh, soul gems. Are they
Full.
just for my... Oh, full. Okay.
Mhm.
I will add those. I still have no idea what the empty one I have is for, so...
No, you do not. You then find 7 dragon scales. These are not from Dragonborn.
Ooh. Okay. What color are they?
You find 3 silver, 3 black, and 1 gold. That's 7, right? Did I do math right?
Yeah.
3?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last thing you find is what appears to be a half of a tear seal. Has a lot of familiarity frills, but it's hard to really take in this light as the house lights are starting to kind of like do their little flashings.
Gotcha, okay. I'll just stuff it in my pocket. I'm
So
going
while that's-
to...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You said there's like a curtain on the wall?
There's kind of curtains that block the door, but there's not really a door. They're the makeshift door to these
Gotcha.
boxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to run away. I'm going to leave nonchalantly.
Okay.
I'll look at Zora and be like, I don't know what happened. I sat down, then he wasn't him, and then my sword was in his chest. That's all I can really explain. There's something got to do with a phantom. We need to find it because Issa's tied to it.
Phantom. Oh, I don't. You're not making sense, Artrin. What are we gonna do without him?
Who? The dead guy?
Yeah.
What about him? He's dead. What can we do?
I don't. We have to go get her.
Yeah, like now.
She like kind of steps out from the curtain and then immediately steps back in. One of those masked guys are coming. Shh, just be quiet. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Well, Zora's gonna be stealthy, depends on if you are.
Am I still wearing my armor?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
No, actually. If you've changed.
I don't know if I did. I'll leave that up to you.
Did you glamour it at all? Because I think you did. You guys all talked about getting in like different clothing, unless those who glamoured themselves.
I don't remember.
don't.
I'll just say I'm not
Okay.
for the sake of ease. So I don't have
You left
disadvantage.
it, you left
on
it
the
also
stealth
at the
check.
door.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's hope I do not get in a fight.
Roll initiative.
Okay. Stealth check is it?
Stealth check. Yep.
13.
13. Okay. Okay. You two kind of, she ducks back in here with you as well. And nothing kind of changes for a moment. You don't hear any footsteps. You don't see anything move by the curtain. It is silent out there. And Zora kind of leans to the curtain, kind of peeks out again, and she goes, okay, it's gone. So while that's happening, Fenris, Caché, you get that message from Artrin, description of who he spoke to, and that the man that you came to visit is now dead. What are you two doing?
I'm outside where what's his face dragged your
Your wand?
you want in. Yeah, I was like, this is not descriptive at all.
But we all
That was where
understand
your
it.
For
man
our
and your wand
podcast.
was.
For our podcast listeners, your wand means.
You know, that one.
Oh God.
What's her name?
Okay, yeah. So you are outside the door
Mhm.
where Lukas and Issa went.
Yes, then the names I was looking
Yep,
for.
those are the names.
Mhm.
You're also invisible, I believe, correct?
I
Miss
am.
Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Lovely. That's wonderful. Give me 1 second. So, while that's happening, Caché, I need 1 moment. We need something a little bit darker.
Oh no.
With that roll there, one of those masked guards that are kind of strangely floating, you see begin to kind of drift towards you down the hallway. And they just move effortlessly through the darkness, across the wood, without making a sound, and become very dangerously close to your location.
Do I get any vibe from them?
You may get a vibe if you weren't slightly distracted, as you hear a little sound next to you, a fluttering of wings. Kind of glance up to one of the crystals, kind of lanterns that are next to you, kind of pulsating gentle light. You see little palm-sized moth made of shadow flitting around the crystal.
Ooh. This one of the nightmares that I unleashed a while ago gonna kick me in the ass.
kind of lands on the crystals sideways. You kind of see the wings flit in and out, and it's almost like eyes looking at you.
I am going to send it an image of me going, as if like, don't let him on that you see me.
In sending a message, are you opening your mind to it?
As literally as possible.
Like a smidgen?
Like, just, I'm sending you an image, I'm sending you a text, like, you get minimal information, hopefully.
Okay, alright.
I still get your phone number.
Get random texts in the middle of the night from a moth.
A little three-eyed moth.
Just don't
You kinda-
drop your invisibility.
Gently open your mind to it, just to try to kind of give that image of shh, even working a little bit through Terry. You feel Terry with you, and he's also kind of like distracted by just the flittering of another creature nearby. That masked guard comes close, seems to kind of look up at the moth, satisfied with that's where the sound was coming from. It begins to move away. And as you open up your mind even a small bit to the moth, you get a sense back. A teeny tiny voice. Only darkness. Snuff out the light. Only darkness. Flutters away.
Very interesting. Only darkness, snuff out the light. Perfect. And am I hearing anything coming in from inside the curtains as well?
From inside the curtains, no. Kind of getting closer to the door, or getting closer to the curtains, you notice that there's actually a door that's been closed and locked. So while that's happening, Caché at the same time, or not Caché, sorry, Fenris at the same time on the opposite end of the backstage, you're looking, I believe you activated your draconic gaze.
The ghostly gaze, so I can see
Ghostly
through.
gaze.
I can't see the lid of the door, but is there anything around here that I can see any mechanisms to open it?
I would say so, yes, because with the you can see through solid objects with ghostly gaze, I believe. Yeah, it is. So lending the power, or your patron lending the power of being able to see through solid objects. You do see that the mannequin next to the door doesn't seem to be able to move from place. It looks like it's kind of connected to mechanisms of some sort.
Okay. I'll see if any parts have been moved to open the door.
Okay. You do so. You're still disguised as a... Is it like a... Not a janitor, but like...
waiter.
A waiter, okay. So even the guard, one of the masked guards that comes by just goes right past you. Doesn't even seem to really mind you. And you kind of fumble around a little bit with the mannequin, getting it right to the right place, and you actually feel the shoulder blade pop into place, and something near where you think the door is begins to shudder or release.
I'll try the door then. Find out what he's hiding.
Okay. Are any of you doing anything beforehand?
Well, do we know this is happening? Is Fenris like relaying this?
Actually, that's a good point, actually. So you two have done that. We'll go quickly over to Al and Gizmo. So you are on the opposite end. You're at the front of house.
Yeah,
Lord
so-
Balthazar.
So I suppose firstly is like how much is being relayed by the Artrin, Fenris, and Caché, and how much are you not?
Oh, I'm military about it. You get short, concise bulletins.
Artrin
So
is
you
just,
know about them all.
Yeah, mine's just like panicky, like I fucking killed a guy. I don't know what the fuck happened. What's happening?
Yeah.
Why did that guy have no face? Why does my head hurt?
I've killed plenty of guys, but I didn't mean to do this one.
I'll just have replied to that of what I said before. Oh, well. But as soon as I find the thing on the mannequin, I'm concentrating on what's inside, so I'm not actually saying anything.
Okay.
Okay.
And is there people starting to go back inside, like, is it, or?
A few. There's a few are starting to kind of funnel back inside. Most, however, are completely surrounding you and Al at the moment. People are whispering behind their fans. They're talking with their glass. They're getting glasses refilled. Like they are absolutely infatuated with what's going on, and in the front of house. And that lovely kind of drow who has been kind of following you a little bit, Al, is kind of having conversation between you and Caché's mislead. A little annoyed that Caché's not really responding to her. And
Caché's
kind of,
pretending to be my girlfriend or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think you guys are
The wife of
acting.
Balthazar.
Yeah.
Wife of Balthazar, exactly. And so she kind of lights up one of those tobacco with the really long tobacco sticks kind of thing. So she's holding on to that at the moment. And this, yes, thank you. And she just kind of, she's been speaking to you a little bit. She notices that your undercommon isn't great, so she's going to switch to Elvish. And she just, excuse their excitement, Balthazar. You're quite the cause for excitement around here, it seems.
Oh well, that's quite all right, and what a pleasure it is to be able to speak in my given tongue. It's been so long.
Of course, you are so very far from home, it seems.
Oh, I do seem to travel quite a lot, especially recently these days, more than expected.
Really?
Well, unplanned journeys and such.
Where were you before this?
Oh. It's hard to explain, really. You know, it's been such a blur recently. I've just been kind of hopping around the continents.
Continents?
Continents?
Wow.
Oh, well, my research brings me far and wide.
Most of the...
I mean, how else do you think one can create such a wondrous thing?
What is Gizmo doing at this point?
Well, I'm putting on the show. I think I use prestidigitation to make myself like really sparky and clanky. So I'm just kind of like doing the robot and inside just going, this is humiliating, but
go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Yeah.
Performance check at advantage because you're using prestidigitation as well. So
Humphrey also dancing.
Well.
That's up to Humphrey, I suppose.
That's why I asked.
He's looks to me sitting there with a look of confusion.
I think he actually is. I think he's ready to unleash and let his little groove on. He does his little wheelie heels around Gizmo. So yeah,
he's breakdancing. His wheels like spinning in the air.
Yeah, he's actually he's letting it loose a little bit. He's having a lot of fun.
Well, hopefully my role doesn't dictate how he went because that's a 12.
A 12. Okay. I'd say between the two of you, he rolled a 19. So between the two of you, you are putting on quite a little show.
Can I telepathic bond? Because I'm. Can I like have a quick telepathic conversation with Gizmo, but without, like, hopefully giving off that I am having this conversation while he's doing this performance. Basically, I think it's quite important that we should maybe try and get towards perhaps Caché. I don't really know what Fenris is doing right now. She seems to be okay from last she said anything. But Caché is in the same direction as Artrin, and Artrin is in clearly quite some trouble. How about you act like you've gone haywire and tumble and crash in the direction that they've gone, and we will chase after you, and I will try and, get everyone here to help me plead not to damage you or destroy you, and, you're solid, you can take a few hits.
Normally I think I wouldn't be here for this, but everything's already gone to shit as usual, so why not? I will then start really, really turning up the juddering and the sparks and going all the ways, and then I'm going to cast mirror image on myself to make it look like I'm phasing out of reality.
Phasing in and out.
Nice.
I'm going so fast, I'm blurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady.
Oh.
the-
Oh no.
the woman next
Oh
to you.
dear. Oh, it's terrible when this. Oh, please. No.
You're
Just get
supposed
out
to
of
be
his
doing
way.
that. Quick, out of the way, and they kind of like start.
You have to
pushing
back
him.
up.
What is
okay,
reality?
You won't hurt anyone. I swear. This has happened before. It's just he just. Oh, I need to contain him. I need to get to him.
We're gonna start wandering out into the crowd away.
Please tell me you warned me so I could make Caché act shocked.
You could hear
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, okay, great, yeah.
It's a telepathic bond anyway, so.
Yeah,
I feel like Cash's mislead is just broody face.
yeah, constant.
Okay, so you're kind of like tumbling away or shuffling away, Gizmo. Al, you're kind of running after him.
Yeah.
Humphrey seems a little sad that it's over, and then the crowd kind of all bunches together, and you kind of hear clink, clink, clink as a few people kick him because they don't realize because he's so small.
Oh no.
And he
Anyway. So as you're
Hopefully just,
flailing,
like,
I'm
grab a hook and grab me or
out
something.
of my way. pushes his way through.
I suppose as you're kind of flailing around with limbs, are you punching any of the particularly smug-looking nobles?
Are you punching it? Yeah. Are you hitting anyone?
Not-
or are you just going?
No,
Me,
Gizmo.
as I'm going along.
Yeah, Gizmo.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying
Yes.
not to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling people that he won't hurt anyone. That he's just like flailing.
Yeah,
and kind of mouthing.
the rules are
balance.
different out here. I have one person and I'm just fucking scrap metal. Like, no, I have no rights. Fuck that.
Yeah. His gyroscope has gone haywire.
Someone tried to take me just because they thought I had no soul. No, I'm gonna try and be safe about it.
Okay, so you easily, yeah, you do. You move your way kind of away. There's a few people still kind of straggling. They're watching, you know, like if there's ever like something going on, there's a few people kind of like, oh, what's going on? So you've kind of moved off to the side, away from the main crowd. People are starting to, well, that's disappointing. And, you know, Jesus,
That backfired.
couldn't even make a digger forge. How unfortunate. And they move their way inside.
Oh, fuck it.
You've ruined
Balthazar.
the great Balthazar.
Balthazar who? Complete farce, if you ask me. No. They all go inside.
I just think to myself, the joke's on them. They thought that I was famous when I made up a character.
There are still a few people out and amongst where you are, but you are mostly kind of off to the side now. So
Do you want to just make your way to Caché? It's not likely I'm going to be able to sneak around.
Well, I don't think we'll be able to sneak around, but you might need to still put on a bit of an act that you're kind of malfunctioning going towards that direction. Otherwise...
Am I going into the theater?
The stairs.
Not up the stairs. And because otherwise if you're just walking up there, it looks like we're doing it completely intentionally. But if you do it, you know, with some level of performance.
Okay, so
we
just
can maybe
keep just making my way up along as if I'm flailing towards.
Yes, keep
Gotcha.
glitching up the stairs. Keep failing, just keep failing upwards.
Fall upwards. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start glitching my way all over the place towards Caché.
So the glitch and cartwheel up the stairs.
Meanwhile, I'll be like, you know,
What?
shouting and trying to give people warnings. Yeah.
Oh my! What? How dreadfully awful! Let's go back inside. Oh, and they just hear lots of, those kinds of things. You kind of peek your head down the corridor, and you actually see Zora peek her head, and then quickly pull her back, and then look down at you, like, oh, realizing it's you. Artrin, those, they're coming this way.
Who's coming?
Are you all right?
We don't have time for this. Let's just go.
Are we leaving him here? Just looking at the boy.
Who? Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to do? Carry him? Like,
No, we gotta go anyway. And she'll kind of peek out and kind of wave at you, and she'll jump out to all of you, and you all come back together with Artrin and Zora now. Artrin, how are you You're a dragonborn. How does your face kind of look right now? How are you appearing to the rest?
Frustrated, like really confused. Like, do you know when you have maybe one too many drinks and you don't really remember the night before, and some of your friends seem a little angry at you and you're not too sure why? That's kind of that, but like times a million. Is probably what I'm feeling.
That's this group. It does it to you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Al,
Well-
Gizmo, you see him. Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Any word from Fenris?
Well, what do I see in there?
Are you going in?
Yeah, I'm going in. As soon as I pull the door open and walk in.
Okay.
Caché, are you by us?
I'm really up here. My fake you is by you.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, so we should start making our way up to Caché anyway, I suppose.
We make our way that direction. Should we make our way towards you, Caché? Do you need us?
There's 2, 3, 4 combatants here. You'd have to make an excuse. Oh, they're moving away.
Well, that's convenient.
Yes, very convenient.
Oh, they're moving away.
I'm not sure. Like, Al, you can go, but I'm afraid I'm just going to draw attention. They're going to notice that I'm missing. With that, what are we doing here? Are we getting someone and getting out? What is the plan?
I thought that was the idea. Now that we know where they're being kept. And considering we need to get out rather sharpish, considering this Lord Loquinnroth has been killed.
So we just
Maybe
go
by
for it.
Artrin, maybe not by Artrin.
Right, mysterious, unidentified assailant.
Yeah, completely not me. Look, if we're gonna get Issa out here, there's a phantom. I don't know. This thing told me about. I don't know. I couldn't see anything. The kid he's not dead. He's alive. He's just unconscious. He said there's things watching. He looked up in the rafters. I couldn't see anything.
Convenient.
Things watching. I have a theory, and you're not going to like me. Remember
Okay.
you said I released all those nightmares before? I think some might be here. Well, one is definitely here. I talked to one
When did you release the nightmares?
yesterday.
Oh.
A lot keeps happening to us.
It really does.
Can I step out just a little bit into the balcony to look up towards the rafter, see if I see anything?
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
God damn it! I'm doing terribly lately. That is a 10.
10. Okay. Two things are going to happen simultaneously.
Oh no.
One, you peek up into the rafters, and you do notice as you're kind of looking around as well that more people are starting to funnel back in. Like to find their seats. The opera house is getting full again, and you kind of glance up into the rafters, and for a split second you don't see anything, but something catches your eye, and you look back towards it, and no, yeah, you do see something. There's masked face. Kind of a looming figure. One half of the mask is smiling, one half of the mask is downward, like sadness, crying, screaming. The mask shifts. Hands move up to the sides of the face, and they're pulling at the mask. They're screaming silently. As Fenris walks in the door. Which quickly shuts behind you, Fenris. There's a few things that you notice right away. There's a delicate sound of wind rustling through chimes in this very small space. There are 2 wind harps on either side of this room, made of glass. They're kind of slowly moving in wind that you can't feel, but moving all the same. There's a beautiful golden lamp in the center of this room, locked in enchanted chains. See a small bit of smoke moving out from the tip. There are 5 letters written in separate sections in a enchanted circle around it.
Mhm.
But mostly what you notice in this space is that you currently can't breathe. This is a timed puzzle, Fenris, that you get to do on your own.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
You can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
You have 4 minutes to figure out this puzzle. Once again, I will say alone. Now, you
Except
do have
that,
telepathic
that
bond. You do.
Yep.
You still only have 4 minutes to figure this out. So you can ask questions. You can ask me questions. There are checks. But if you speak out loud, you will lose air.
Yeah.
If you get something wrong, you will lose air.
Okay.
This is
This
at the same time, right?
This is happening at the same time. So
yeah.
as Fenris went in that door, that thing is pulling at the mask up in the rafters.
I'll telepathic bond to everyone. I think I see the phantom you were talking about.
Oh,
It's clawing at its face. Its mask
Oh.
that it's wearing.
that seems unfortunate.
I could maybe attempt to bring it here.
If you could do it, could you do it discreetly?
I think so.
I suppose it's worth a shot.
It's a spell you're more familiar with. I've seen you use it a bit.
Vortex Warp.
Aye.
If you're in a position to do it, I suppose.
Okay, I will attempt to cast Vortex Warp on the Phantom.
Okay.
To teleport it to kind of the middle of us to try and jump it.
The middle of you.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I moved in a little bit, so maybe like just behind me, with the rest of the guys. 120 feet distance, so should be in range.
I'd say you're about 100. It's up a bit. It's
Yeah.
up in the rafters. What's the save? I think it's a
Con.
Is it a con save?
DC. Wait, because hold on a second. Inventory. How do you work out your spell save DC again? It's 8 plus proficiency.
Plus your ability
That's your
modifier.
spellcaster.
Should be on your.
Yeah,
Should be on your spell.
I have a tool that changes it. I'm just trying to work out if that's incorporated or not.
Oh,
If it's your all-purpose tool, it gets added to it, I think. Or...
I don't think it is.
It's
Because it's 8 plus 4 for the proficiency is 12 plus 5 because I have intelligence modifier is 17. So I'd say my spell save is 17. I have a plus 3 all-purpose tool, so my DC is actually 20.
It is 20 now. Are you attuned to that all-purpose tool?
Yes.
Check here.
I think it might be the only thing I'm attuned to.
It's not in your required attunement. There we go. Now it should change your DC. Let's see there. Oh no, it still doesn't. Oh, that's very strange. Yeah, your DC should be 20 now with the all-purpose tool. Yeah. Okay, so you cast Vortex Warp, and you feel the spell reach out and find no purchase, I should say. And it whips through what you're seeing as if what you're seeing is an illusion. And nothing moves towards you as it wasn't physically there. And as you have cast that towards it, the figure vanishes.
It was just a
Caché.
damn illusion.
An illusion. Well, seems this thing is clever. Fenris? Everything okay?
It's always shut behind me and I can't breathe.
Oh. What? Where? Well,
That's super helpful, Fenris. The doors have closed behind me and I can't breathe. No information about where I am or anything. Just.
Where are you?
Let's go back to.
I remember telling them my last location was in the back.
In the back. On the right.
I know your last location. I saw you
Yeah.
because I moved over.
Yeah.
So does Caché know how to get there?
We're in the same room, so you probably would have seen me fiddle with the mannequin and walk in.
I wouldn't because I was distracted at the time. You see.
All right.
Unless I can roll for it.
Yeah. No, it's fine. If you're distracted, you're distracted. Yeah, I would just say. And to the right of the stage, there is that door, and the switch to open it is in the mannequin.
Okay. Well, I suppose we need to get to stage. I suppose stage left, really, isn't it? To the right of the stage. Is that what you were saying?
Right of the stage, yeah. What?
So, stage left.
What symbols can I make out then? The 5 letters.
Okay, so let me just check. Fenris, what languages do you speak? I have it written down here, actually.
These are common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, Orc, and Orcish and Undercommon.
Nope. You do not understand the letters in the circle around you.
Okay.
There are 5, you see, kind of letters, but they're foreign to you. They don't even look like anything that you recognize. And right to kind of like your left-hand side, you notice that by one of the glass wind harps, there is a little flute. Like a flute to play.
Okay. I'll pick up the flute and walk over around to the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a genie lamp or something, or an oil lamp.
It's definitely very exotic. It wouldn't be like a regular oil lamp. This definitely looks like it almost has incense inside.
It's a lamp from the 70s.
Smoking. Yeah, there you go. If you break the fourth wall of fantasy world, but sure.
It's
I'd
an
say,
LED bulb.
It's an LED like, in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a general kind of investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh. Investigation, you say, is 24.
24. Okay. Yeah, so you're able to kind of distinguish the letters themselves. You could potentially try to describe them. But you don't know what they read.
Zell, I need your brain. I'm going to describe in 2L first.
Okay, just to let you know, a minute and a half has passed.
Okay.
Throw it to all of us, I suppose.
Well, I'll say it to I'll describe it into the chat.
I'm assuming all of you are making your way there. Yeah. As you kind of funnel into the backstage, all of you do see 2 of those masked figures kind of turn towards you. Their masks are flared a bit. They are both floating off of the ground, and there seems to be no physical form to them as the robes begin to shimmy off and revealing more of a air-like form.
What do we do? How do we get past them?
Well,
Oh, they're disappearing out everywhere.
Caché, are you
Right.
running this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're disappearing.
Okay.
No, it's the guys that vote.
It's
Things
the
are
art
like
as
air.
the soldiers.
You recognize air elementals immediately.
You're standing
They-
in the middle of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're not running right at them.
No.
Oh, air elementals, wonderful! I love these things. A cool
Big fluffy
breeze. That's what
cloud.
I need.
Quick, lift me up.
Carry me. I need to get to my friend.
I'm just gonna shoot into the group chat. XOXO. Run through the middle of the stage. Gizmo, pretend you're broken still.
That's
Oh
a good
God!
idea.
I'm gonna dash across the stage.
Performance check,
I'm
please. I
walking
love
along
it.
past
Advantage because you're still blurred. I'm assuming. Or no, actually, how long
That's a
does blurred
minute,
last? It's only a
so-
minute. All right, so
yeah.
blurred isn't on anymore.
Yeah.
But with
Prestidigitation, though.
precipitation and everything, yeah.
Sparks flying.
And everything going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, wrong fucking double digits.
You know what
Wait,
song I
can,
wish was playing here?
I'll
Do you
give
know
you
that?
I'll give you a
Yeah, I could do sex.
Control shift
yeah.
for this.
No, yakety sex.
It's important.
Yeah, the.
Okay.
Benny
Control shift, so I
Hill
get, it's a reroll, right?
It is.
Do I get to reroll at advantage, or do I reroll one die?
It just says it's a reroll, so I'd imagine you get to
So,
reroll
Advantage?
the whole advantage.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, did you give me? Sorry, did you give me advantage, Amber? I actually don't remember.
You have advantage.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha. I was
for-
thinking I was like,
because
wait,
you're
did I just
using
give myself
prestidigitation,
advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that much better. So that's a 15.
A 15. Okay, so you clomp your way across the stage, and the crowd is, oh my gosh, he's there now. Oh, look at it's get off the stage.
Can we
One
go running
person
back and
throws their
forth?
shoe at you, Al, and get off the stage, Balthazar. Ooh.
Someone needs to stop him. You should see the dressing room.
I'll just roll some perception check for these aerial elementals. Hang on. Oh my god, they both rolled 2s! Freaking lucky. Alright, Artrin, Zora, how are you getting across? Are you following him?
Yeah, I'll just follow Al's lead.
Okay.
So you're following Gizmo.
I'd say the three of you make your way across the stage.
Yep.
2 minutes now. You're at 2 minute mark, Fenris. So what are you doing now?
That
What?
music, if you can hear it.
Very
Yeah,
quiet.
Clock, yeah.
Yeah,
I hear the pink ticks.
yeah, I can't really hear it, but the yakety sax theme, I'm thinking, the Benny Hill
Oh.
theme.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no,
You're currently dying, Fenris. So
Yeah.
do you wanna?
Well,
In my
it was
final
like-
moments, I played the Benny Hill theme on my iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did I get from my investigation? Aside from the flute.
I said that you could with the 24 you could definitely describe the letters.
Yeah, but I sent it to them, and they're
You haven't actually. You haven't described.
I was saying I said
You
I
were
was going to
describing it to
describe
us.
them.
Does it sound like anything I know?
Yes.
But
Al.
they were enamored with the air elementals.
What is it?
Primordial.
Primordial. What does it say?
They just seem to be single letters. As Fenris is describing this and kind of describing each and every kind of curvature, primordial seems to be the language, and it's just A, F, A, D, E. And Caché, that kind of spurs for a moment musical notes.
Yeah. Did you didn't mention anything about the flute, did you?
I said I picked up the flute, so I said there's it. I described the symbols in the room. So
Okay.
it's basically,
Yeah, so-
I said straight away, there's 2 in times I found a flute, and then described the.
Are you able to play a
Play the
flute?
No.
I push the button in the mannequin. I'm in.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah.
I am proficient in flute playing.
Me too.
Yeah. There you
Nice.
go.
I'm.
Unfortunately, that door is sealed.
Ah.
Shit.
Tell me which
As
is
the
which.
trap has been set.
Tell me how to figure this thing.
Okay,
Hey!
I briefly described which
Oh,
holes
actually.
to cover up for each of the letters.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll
Okay.
start with A. I'll try and play the flute as
Wait.
she's
Hang
describing.
on. So, yes, Caché. I need you to roll me how... Roll me a performance check in how you describe how you're able to teach someone within 30 seconds how to play a flute.
That's the thing.
Well, it's only
You
4
don't
Yeah,
have
holes.
advantage.
put your
Yeah.
fingers here and blow. Put your fingers here and blow.
I'd say you
20.
can roll it. Oh, natural 20. I was gonna say you can roll an
Oh,
advantage
nice.
because Artrin's gonna help you out. But
Oh,
I say
let's see if I
between.
get 2.
Go ahead.
No, that was the 16. But still.
Oh,
Okay.
There
Well,
we go.
So, between you and Artrin, yes, and you specifically really pushing you, Fenris, you feel that you can. Okay, you can kind of get the idea. Caché can kind of tell you, okay, play this one, then play this one, then play this one, because Al's kind of telling you in which direction the letters are going. So
E, F, A, D, E.
we now come to a wonderful section. This is funny that you're the one who went in here because you have 4 minutes. The rest of you would not have had 4 minutes except for Artrin.
Oh.
I'd be dead, yeah.
So what were
So,
the numbers again? Sorry.
You are
What are the letters?
what numbers or letters?
A, F, A, D, E.
4 chords.
Afade.
So, I need Fenris. You have about a minute left.
Okay, I'm gonna try and play
Each of these checks are going to take 20 seconds off of your air.
Okay.
If you do not hit the DC, you could potentially be running out of air soon, okay?
Yep.
So the first one is performance check, please.
Okay.
DC is 15.
Nice. Roll 17 plus 5.
Okay.
22.
40 seconds left of air. Acrobatics check, please. I didn't want to say
Oh.
just dex, but I was trying to think of breath of some kind
Well,
of
it's
dexterity of the fingers.
Wouldn't that be sleight of hand? But it's the same thing. It's a 12.
It's an acrobatics check. I'm a musician.
Okay.
Come on now.
So I'm playing like this. Just.
Go
I
on.
have to do a little jig too.
12.
It's one of these
12.
flutes.
12.
Wah, wah. A 12.
Yeah.
That fails. You've
Okay.
lost 20 seconds of air.
Do I have to redo that then?
Redo the check.
Okay. That is 15 plus 2, 15.
15 passes. You are now out of air, however, because you had one of those checks fail. So I need you to make a constitution saving throw for me, please. All of you begin to hear Fenris in the telepathic bond you all have. She is struggling. She cannot breathe at this point. It is...
I really am struggling.
Can I investigate the trap of the door to see if there's any form of mechanism there that can be, even if it can't be opened, can be pried a bit to give a bit more air?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Can I assist him? See if there's any
Advantage.
arcane
Very much so. Yes.
inscriptions.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know why.
You're
it's
muted.
wrong with me.
With advantage.
With advantage, that is only a 11.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But I'll flash genius myself, make it up to a 16.
16. Okay, 16.
Plus the D8.
Yeah.
With bardic inspiration as well. All right, a D8.
Oh no. I just dropped one of my really sharp dice.
Oh,
Step on that now.
I gotta go find that. Oh, for fuck's sake, 1. 17.
17. Hey, we'll take it. You're looking around the door and kind of getting a little bit emphatic and hearing your companion running completely out of air. You do see that there is seeming to be like almost an inscription around the door itself, sealing it shut. Seems to be magical enchantment.
Al, can you dispel the enchantment that's here? I don't have that capability.
Don't think I can at the moment.
I can. I
Oh,
reach
very
out.
good.
Well, I'll appear because I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And I'll just try and soak up the magic into my shadow as I cast a spell magic at
That's pretty cool.
4th level, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. All right. Fenris, what was your con save?
7.
Oh,
Okay.
If they open the door crack, do I get advantage?
No.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, with a failed save, you slip into unconsciousness.
Oh, shit.
You all hear because Fenris is in quite heavy armor. I know it's medium,
I'm
but
glamored. I'm
metalled armor. But you hear inside, and her mind goes quiet amongst all of yours. Caché, at this point, you put your hand to the door, absorb the magic within, and attempt to dispel what's sealing it. And Gizmo, you watch. Spell vanishes.
Pull the door open.
Pull the door open. There's still no air inside. As you step inside, none of you can breathe either.
is the door still open though?
Door is still open though.
I'll
pull the
just
door
grab
open and,
Fenris and pull her out.
Yeah, put her out.
You do. You pull her out. Fenris. Air rushes back into you. You are still unconscious, however, at the moment.
I'm gonna give her a look over, see if I can if she's stable, at least, and then if she seems stable, give her a slap across the face to wake her up.
Yeah, she's not damaged or anything like that. She's just she was just unconscious.
Okay, a nice hefty slap, so.
Yep, nice.
Lads, stand back. I want to get a run up.
Lying down.
I thought you were supposed to wake me up, not knock me back out.
Not that hard. I'm a strength of
Take 2
1. You
points
can
slap
take it.
Did
damage.
you just do Ilya Dragunov's H-bomb? Just
Yeah.
I'll wake her up using this elbow drop.
Yeah.
The top rope.
The people's elbow.
People's elbow climbs up the railing here and jumps
Where
up.
did that turnbuckle come out of?
Okay.
It is the stage.
Fenris, you wake to a hefty slap across the face. And you are awake.
You just see me looking at you. What did I tell you about not telling us where you're going?
So, next time, could you slap a little harder, please, darling?
You'd like it too much.
I'm gonna take a big deep breath and start heading back in.
Wait, hold on.
Finish
I
playing
gotta
food.
hold on to Fenris' shoulder. Why are you going straight back in? We can work together. What do you need?
Need someone who can play his flute.
Well, definitely not me. I don't have a mouth in this thing.
Well, Caché, you were the one describing how to play it, so.
Or Artrin?
I'll do it. I'll slowly step into the room.
Yeah, it's just one of you do it. I do think this is quite important in here.
It's like stepping through a cold embrace, Artrin. Like water, but not washing over you. And the air just stops. You cannot breathe in this space.
Okay. I've
I was
got
wondering how we
4
can
minutes.
also play a flute in a vacuum. There's going to be no sound.
Magic.
Thank you, Caché. Fenris. Have we not learned? Why don't you go unbreathe somewhere else? Come on now. Jesus.
I'll pick up the flute and start playing.
Okay. With I believe it's only Al that can speak primordial.
But I told them the letters.
Yeah. So you have the letters and you can play it on the flute. So with I'd say, yeah, we have to start from the beginning. So performance check.
Performance check.
I can see him when he's within range of me, right?
You can, yeah, everyone. And I'd say, actually, at that, the door does start to try to close again, but the magic is gone from it. So to someone,
Can we hold it?
I'll stand in the doorways to block it.
just stands at the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance check. Natural 20 for 28.
Nice.
Ooh, very
Ooh,
nice.
that sounds
All
sweet, groovy.
Yeah.
That's jazzy.
I can't hear anything.
He's like a beat pop on the flute.
All right, so next one is an acrobatics check.
What is my acrobatics? Oh yeah, okay. 15.
Just makes it. Very good. And last one is a con save.
Con save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're grand. 18 plus 7. So
Nice.
Beautifully done. You play the letters F. Oh, wow, dyslexia is just showing up right now. Hang on. AFADE. A fade, if anything. And slowly the air begins to release back into the room as the puzzle is solved. Well done. Still think it was funny that Fenris went in early.
How
do
I play you?
How do I play a flute? Not like I built that for the team to do, but whatever, Fenris.
Hey, I was going to tell him to come after me.
How is Fenris actually feeling? That was a scary moment of suddenly falling unconscious in a room where you couldn't breathe. How is Fenris feeling at this moment?
Well, I can breathe now, so I guess it's okay.
Okay, well, fair enough. Artrin.
Near death doesn't faze me.
Apparently not. As you're kind of let the flute, come away from your mouth, you see the swirling smoke of the lamp begin to form the shape of a figure. The breeze kind of lifts the spirits within the sound den, and the harps, the wind harps on the side begin to kind of sound beautiful notes, beautiful melody. There's a woman that stands before you, and I'm assuming all of you were like crowded in the doorway, or at least around the doorway. So yeah, you can all kind of see it. But you see hang on.
I probably would have followed Artrin back in.
There you guys go. Now you can see inside.
Oh, perfect.
Taking a deep breath.
You see a woman standing before you, about 10 feet tall. Violet hair framing a porcelain white mask. Half is currently cracked and kind of falling to pieces. She rises, and you see the other half of the mask fall. And she begins to kind of look at all of you. You are not my keepers. What are your intentions?
Can we breathe in the room now, or is it still locked?
Yeah, you can. And it seems to be coming from almost her, in a way.
Since our intentions are now to follow Artrin's leads and, as you say, fuck things up. So I must ask, is you are a prisoner?
What is it your keeper has you do?
whatever I am told to do. They bound me in shackles that I could not break. I became the guardian of this place.
Who are you?
I am but a humble djinn, a whisper on the wind.
Do I know anything about the djinn?
Roll me a history check. Advantage. Because you need it. No. Sorry.
Fucking do. No joke.
Would
History?
that be something I'd know either? Or...
I'd say you could roll a history check too if you want. Or you could help each other. It's up to you.
I'll help.
I have advantage anyway, so.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 23.
23. Okay.
Nice.
Al, are you rolling as well?
Yeah, go on, sure. It's only 11.
11. Okay. Gizmo, yeah. You've read stories of the djinn, and hell, you've even wondered if you've met a few of them wandering around the Feywild. They are mysterious beings. The stories that you have, heard from your masters as well, they're different in the level of Fey, but names are still incredibly important. And it is said that if one learns a djinn's name, that they could be bound to them. You also know that the djinn do tend to have unnatural powers around the elements. Given everything you've seen, it's very clear this individual has connections with air.
I will relay what I know to the party through the telepathic bond and turn and ask her, the one that has you bound, they have your name.
Well, my bounds are now broken. Thanks to you playing that song, I am free. If I don't have to fight my way out.
Well, we might have to. Wanna help us?
The souls they had me enslave are not mine to keep. They will help you in this fight. For I would like to be rid of this wretched place.
Does that mean the people that they're keeping on now no longer bound?
Unless they choose to stay with me. You have done a good deed here. But this place is not where anyone should be kept. I shall take my own, and we will not hurt you if you do not hurt us.
Seems reasonable.
And that's
just put
the
my...
gusts of wind we've saw outside, just to clarify.
Yes.
And behind you, all, like 6 air elementals, like are all around you currently.
Just like slightly raise my hand. There's a boy or a young man up in the balcony.
Tough, yes.
Can you just make sure he gets out of here okay?
Why so interested?
Just scared.
She kind of reaches into one of the many different kind of pouches and pockets that she has on her outfit and hands you something, Artrin. Lifts her hand out as if to drop it into yours.
I'll put my hand out.
She releases it. Don't carry around that guilt for too long.
Oh, look, what did she give me?
Seems to be a ring of some kind. And she'll look to the rest of you and kind of be like, cross 1,000 planes of existence, in the depths of the realms, when you find yourself kneeling before death, speak what you desire into this ring, and I will hear it.
Is this what I think it is?
Collects the lantern. You feel the air elementals around you all. And she begins to vanish slowly, as if on the wind. Trails of smoke. So the air elementals do the same.
Yeah.
And all that is left is a faint sound through the chimes.
Tells that was something.
I don't know if I've ever seen something sadder. A creature of the air and having no freedom. It's necessary for them.
It makes sense why you wouldn't be able to breathe in that room. I mean, it's the very least that she could probably do with that kind of power. Trapped.
Of course. Now, since we've results on a good deed today, I must excuse myself and go commit a deed which is not so good. If you will excuse me.
We're coming with.
Oh, yes, but please stay in the hall.
Not after the last time.
Oh,
I think it's
the
best
fun.
if we all go in together. I mean,
Yeah, I'll
get locked in a room and then suffocated nearly to death. If we hadn't showed up when we did, you would have been dead.
Yes.
pull back my sleeve and just show the rip and just say, I'd like to help if that's okay.
Yes. Then, Judas, I thank you for opening the door. Very well. I did not suspect an audience for this, but I suppose an opera house is a good place to have an audience.
No, I typically don't like the theater, but we're here. We're for you. We're here for you, Fenris. You don't have to hide anything from us.
Yes, well, old habits I had. But my Targus has taken your friend down in that hall.
Which one?
So,
Let's get
the
back.
cost away. So,
Brilliant. So, as
after I
this is
catch my
happening...
breath. After I catch
Catching
my
your
breath,
breath?
I'll head out.
Okay. All heading out. I'm just going to speed up just a slightly bit here.
Yeah.
As you all step out, you notice that the actors that were backstage that paid you no mind while you were back there before, they're all kind of reeling. Their heads are kind of like, what's going on? Where am I? How long have I been here? Like they're all kind of trying to talk to each other and they're trying to figure out what's going on. They're all kind of coming out of what seems to be...
Are they all together in a group?
They're not really all of them together, but a few of them are trying to find each other. So there's two currently, an elf and a tiefling that are out in front of you, and then there appears to be like a human individual and a yuan-ti, pureblood. They're currently kind of like trying to move their way towards each other, and they seem to be all very similar to Isa before, where there's that hollowed kind of feel on like hollow look on their face, like they weren't all there or they were being like stuck inside, but they're all seeming to kind of come out of that. And as all of you, I believe, are making your way through, unless Gizmo, you're saying anything.
No, I just wanted to see what the group together. How are they doing now?
like they're looking kind of at you, but they're almost more worried about each other, like, and they're trying to get back to each other, and they're kind of looking around and everything. And it's at that point, as you're about halfway back towards the other side where you saw Isa and Lukas go, you hear a scream come from the back. Oh, so much that Adam had to leave. You hear a scream, and you hear, "He's dead!" And just like an uproar from the back. At the same time, you hear doors being slammed open, and what sounds like a tremendous amount of heavy footfalls, heavily armored footfalls, begin to make their way into the front of house.
Uh-oh.
Where are you all going?
Straight to the door.
Yeah.
We
I'm
need
still
to
in my
get,
way. I'm still in my
Isa,
waiter,
don't
guys. Yeah, I'm heading straight towards there. I
Yeah.
think I'm still in my waiter, guys. So, I'm gonna pick up a bottle. as if I'm
You are
bringing it.
not. No, you are not. You fell
Oh, the hat.
unconscious. So you were...
Adam's Discord crashed.
Oh, so my hat came off.
No, but the hat wouldn't work if you were unconscious.
Okay.
So you would need to reactivate it, or
I'll reactivate it as I'm going and pick up a bottle of the wine off the tray ahead, just to look kind of officious. Even though I'm walking
yeah, we'll
with-
wait for a second for Adam to get back. Let's take a quick break if that's okay.
Cool.
So, fading back in. All of you begin to hear sounds coming from all over the opera house. People are starting to scream, run around. Your deeds are starting to be noticed.
Understatement.
What?
Understatement.
Who did any deeds? No one did.
I
any
technically didn't do anything, so
No.
I'm innocent.
So not only is
Obviously.
his construct malfunctioning, it's also killing people now.
Ah,
Yeah,
well,
there's
it's an accident.
indentations in the stage as well from where Gizmo. Like, yeah.
It was never
Okay.
meant for someone of this size, and
Wait.
You approach the curtain to the kind of what appears to be like almost like a powder room, where makeup and costumes would be. A curtain is currently just kind of like covering up a door, just a normal looking door that is locked.
Okay.
But
Door's locked.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just darn, wish we had a rogue.
Right.
Who has the lockpicks?
Can I at least see the keyhole? And the handle?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty old looking door in keyhole.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop the cork off the wine then and pour it in and use shape water to freeze the water so it expands and breaks the lock.
That's kind of creative. Is there that much shape water in wine? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares?
Well,
It's
shape
cool.
water can do up to a 5-foot cube water, so.
Yeah, go on. So you pour
I'll
the
just pour
wine
the
in,
water.
and you shape water to what, kind of like bend it out of shape?
I freeze it as it's going in. Shape water to move it in, and then freeze it so it expands and breaks the lock pins.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Very interesting way of using shape water. Definitely cool. Yeah, you do so, and the lock freezes and breaks, and you seem to be able to push your way inside.
I'll shoulder the door, but I will also summon Silverlight to my hand, since
As
everyone is
Fenris-
going crazy now.
as Fenris is doing it, can I just reach out, touch him on the shoulder, and cast protection from energy as well for fire?
For fire? Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
You are now charmed, or have the protection from fire, Fenris.
All right, thank you.
Question.
Answer.
Can I hear if the boots are coming up through the center or if they're coming up through the sides?
Are you listening out? Trying to figure that out?
Yeah.
Perception check, please.
Pretty good. The dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. I'd say kind of peeking out from some of the curtains, kind of just looking out to see, what's going on in the main hall of the opera house. You see some of the guests are starting to get up and move out of their chairs. Some of them are screaming and pointing as there seems to be kind of a crowd up by the sapphire box who have obviously found the dead body. And as you're kind of taking in the rest of the space, you see a few armored individuals. Not what you would recognize as City Watch or anything like that. But you see some mercenary almost armored individuals, and stepping through the door you see a very recognizable Dwagar. Seems to be the man that Artrin paid to let you all inside. And you hear an undercommon, "Find the construct." You see a massive amount of individuals begin to fan out into the entirety of the opera house.
I am going to turn to Fenris, go, "You go in. Artrin, you go in. The rest of us might need to deal with this."
We got your backs.
I'm going to step out. As I step out, I fall into my my shroud form, and then I'm going to cause a tear in reality.
Oh!
Ooh.
I love it! Freaking love it. All right, hang on. I gotta prepare this room here. Hang on. Hi there, Wanderers. DM Amber here from the editing chair with a quick message. First off, I hope you are all enjoying this episode so far, all the twists and turns. I am sure most podcasts here have experienced technical difficulties, and unfortunately, this epic battle did not record correctly. We have decided to scrap it at this point. But while the fight does still take place, I will let the lads fill you in next week on what happens. But for now, While Al, Artrin, Caché, and Gizmo take on Kilnar and his men in the main hall, Fenris makes her move to face Lukas alone. We're going to fade into this moment in space. Fenris, you have just watched your party members run off, leaving you behind on your own backstage. They seem to be, they kind of all disappear behind the curtains, and you hear just an allotment of noise, spells. Actually, there's no gunfire at this time, but there's just a lot of different sounds of battle coming from behind the curtain.
Yeah.
As you are alone, standing in front of the dressing room door. And as you kind of take a deep breath, about to go inside, you do feel a presence next to you as Zora joins you. And in Undercommon says, "I'm going with you."
Says I will not hurt you.
You know, when we first met, I didn't think much of you, to be honest, but since then, I notice how akin we are, actually. Magic comes from similar sources, it seems.
Yes, we both have interesting friends.
I want to go as far as friends, but I don't want to kill you anymore.
Well, I see this is a benefit, so let us go on.
Let's go.
Something awaits. Prepare yourself.
He kind of watches her hands kind of almost blacken with cursed magic. And her eyes get dark. Kind of, you can see almost like spider veins going around her eyes as she prepares herself. But the door is open, or is unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Are you heading inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door slowly and start walking inside.
Okay. You are met with warmth. His heat radiating off of him like a midsummer's day. You hear humming, a familiar tune that brings you back. He always sang that during treatments in Haymark. Opening out into the room, you and Zora stepping in, Zora closes the door behind you. The room is long and narrow. There are small vanities and chairs kind of set all along the walls. You can see that there's like powders and makeups, wigs, costumes. This is obviously a dressing room. At the moment, there's no one else in this space except for at the very, very far end. You can see a glow emanating off of him. Lukas kneels before a struggling Isa. You see that this is the singer that you saw. He kind of grasps her chin and lifts her eyes to meet his. "Now, you're going to be a good girl and stay quiet." Even from here, Isa looks a bit confused, like the other actors. She seems to kind of slowly be coming out of the djinn's hold, but not fully yet. At this moment, he doesn't seem to notice you quite yet. Is there anything you and Zora do?
What is he doing? What's he holding?
He's currently kneeling in front of Isa's in a chair, and you can't really see anything even from like this distance. He's kind of tucked behind the chair, if that makes sense. But you can see him, like his light, his fire genasi form is radiating light.
Does he look in danger, I suppose?
She definitely doesn't look safe.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Trying to
Zora
get
is going to
attention
start to
then.
push past you. And as if she's
I'm
like getting ready to go.
gonna hold my head out to stop her. And just say, yeah, fun. And I'm going to walk in and try and get his attention. Just as I walk
Okay.
in,
What is your form, actually, by the way?
it's what was it? Whatever I went in to hear as.
Yeah, did you change it at all, or are you still that? I think you were like a
I
cleaner or an usher or something.
yeah, I'm one of the cleaners. Still.
Yeah, okay, so you came in as one of the cleaners.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Just call out to him while Zora's coming in. Kind
Okay.
of trying to keep her behind me and kind of almost hidden.
Okay. What do you say?
Mr. Dippold, you need it outside.
He'll kind of look up at you. What the fuck are you doing back here? This is the dressing room. Return to your seats at once. And then he kind of looks at you a little bit closer. Wait, you're not guests?
Of course not, Mr. Dippold.
I don't know who you think you're addressing, but I am the stageman. I don't know who you're looking for, but he's not here.
What was the name of the other guy? I can't remember.
The Lord?
Yeah.
Give you a hint. Loquinnroth.
Yeah. Loquinnroth. An incident has occurred with Loquinnroth, Mr. Dippold. Your attention is needed.
He stands up at this point, looks you very, very carefully over, and also looks to Zora as well, who is, as much as you're trying to keep behind you, is not. She is just inching forward around you. Her hands are just completely like engulfed in eldritch fire at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of, his eyes narrow. Wait. You were with that dragonborn and that pretty little drow from yesterday. I don't know who the tall one is, but you were in the House of Mint, weren't you? Zora's gonna push past you. Let her go! Anything you do?
I am realizing the futility of trying to hold her. I'm going to let go and just touch the hat to change back into the drow.
Ah,
that I
okay,
was
so you
doing.
touching the hat and you become the orc
Drow again.
drow, I think it was?
The half drow, yeah.
The half drow, okay.
Half orc, half drow. What I was doing yesterday.
Okay. So Zora kind of pushing past you and shouting, let her go, and you switching the hat to, again, a form he recognizes. He immediately pulls a gun and puts it to Ice's head.
Yeah.
I think not. I thought we were friends. But if you come any closer, blood will be on your hands. Zora's gonna kind of stop at that point, and you watch as the flames kind of trickle out a little bit, and you see her eyes darting around to every place. She's looking for any kind of angle that she can get. What are you doing?
I'm trying to stare him down, but I'm not feeling the rush I was coming into it. It's being a little more confused with it.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what to do right now. So I Gonna basically put my hands back up. Said, forgive the subterfuge, Mr. Dipperald, but Mr. Loquinnroth has been murdered.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate. But it just means my plans will need to move ahead. And you see Fenris, that sickness spread across his face. That wild look in his eyes, the power, the control. And in the pit of your stomach, that rage cowers into fear. Loneliness. Endless fucking loneliness. All those years you spent not knowing what your fate held. You're 15 again. Once more a ward of Haymark Asylum. Subject to whatever the orderlies had planned that day. Day in and day out. You see their faces. Dr. Belroy, Lukas, Braun, Novak. You remember the touch of your friends, Tahana, Tamosha, Indiria, before they too were torn away from you. How many years did you spend staring at those blank walls and those barred windows? Doomed in silent torment. Just as you shrink into that darkness, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Her presence shields you from that dark place like she did all those years ago. Her light chasing away the nightmares. Silverlight shines with you. Her wings untarnished silver. Her hair like starlight. That place is behind us both. I am with you, Fenris. You need not carry this burden alone.
I do not know if I can. All that time I spent looking for him, and now so I am just in fear again.
Then you need not ask, for my rage is yours. You feel it, Fenris. There is a well of light inside you, but not light as in a god, light as in power. Blinding, aching, anger. Far beyond anything you have felt before. You feel the scales on your skin begin to shimmer and quake and heat. She is lending you her strength. What would you like to do?
Still holding my hands out for him. I'm saying, please, Mr. Dipperald, you don't need to hurt her. Murderer is still loose. You need to escape.
As kind as I think it is that you're here to help me, I don't need either of you. I made the deal with the Dragonborn, and I still have your friend. And she certainly doesn't look like she's going to let me go, so we have to do this.
She's only after the girl. If you like, I propose a trade. I know of someone that I believe you were looking for before.
Okay.
I know where they are, and I can tell you where they are.
And for this delightful information, I'm supposed to hand over one of my wards to you?
No, just stop threatening her. I have no weapons on me. They were taken at the door. I am simply asking for no bloodshed.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Or performance.
Just better.
You are pretending to be someone else.
Well, they're both the same, so.
Okay.
Is it better? Ooh. 18. Plus 5, 23. Or 22, sorry.
Okay. He slowly removes the barrel of the gun from Isa's forehead, and she's slowly kind of coming to understand where she is. She's kind of looking around and but still very weak. And he kind of takes the gun away from her head, but it still stays very much in his hand. Just kind of moves to the side of him, but he's kind of keeping he's keeping Isa in front of him, and then you, like, he's kind of keeping that way. So he's like, all right, this is all very strange. You're telling me to leave, then you want to give me information. Spit it out, man.
I know the location of one Sinferi Roche and Claire.
Interesting. Okay. At the mention of Sinfrey's name, he will point the gun straight at you.
As soon as the gun is moving away from Isis, I'm going to send out Eldritch Blast to the gun and his knees.
Oh, okay. All right. So that was kind of like instantaneous. All right. He's going to take he's going to take a shot at you as well. So this is going to be interesting. So you can take 2 shots, and he's going to take a shot at you.
I have 3 shots.
Well, they're actions, right?
No, 1 action for 3 beams.
Okay. So yeah, so 3. There you go.
Yeah.
You can only take 1 shot because it's kind of like a quick little moment here that they're gonna that you're shooting at each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Those are decent rolls. 1 not so well, but we will see. That's nice.
Okay. So I'd say for the purposes of this, I'll just say mine first because you have 3 beams. So he rolled a 22 to hit.
I don't think I can use reactions, can I?
I'd say not in this kind of
scenario,
since you both are attacking at the same time.
The reaction would be a shield, but if I'm already casting, I don't know if I can at the same time.
Well, okay. I'll allow you to use a... Yep. If you want to use your reaction to do shield, that's fine.
Yeah, because that would mean it impacts into the shield and not me.
Is that what you want?
But I'm still firing ultra fast, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 22
Yeah,
then doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. It impacts into the shield.
That's fine. Okay.
Let's stop like that. So I have. Oh, where was it? 16, 26, and 22 to hit.
Sorry, say those again. Sorry. 16.
16, 22, and 26.
Okay,
hit.
16 doesn't hit. The 26 and 22 do, but he's going to silvery barbs you one. If you're allowed to use reactions, he can too.
Yeah.
So he's going to silvery barbs the 26.
Okay.
So you have to roll again.
Roll again the 26. Okay. That's 23 now.
All right, still hits. So it's like a rapid fire. So like he shoots the gun, the shield goes up, you launch 2 or 3 Eldritch Blasts. One like he like ducks out of the way and it hits the back wall, and you feel his energy kind of pull at your second Eldritch Blast, but it's just not enough. And Silverlight kind of pushes through with you, and you land 2 of them.
Yeah.
Where are they landing?
Well, one was going for the gun, the other was going for one of his knees.
Okay, so I'd say you definitely hit the especially with a 22 and a 23. You said, yeah. So I'd say you hit the gun out of his hand, and which knee, right or left?
Closest one to the furthest one away from Isis. So whatever one is not close to her.
Okay. So you do, and he immediately, like, the gun goes flying out of his hand, skids on the ground, and he falls to one knee. What damage?
I'll roll a note. First one for the gun is where's my last gun? That's a 7 for the gun.
Okay. Yep.
Oof. And 13 for the knee.
13 for the knee. Okay. Definitely, I'd say that's not fantastic for his knees. Okay, he's on the ground, gun out of his hand, so he's gonna immediately start kind of like pulling himself away. Zora, taking this opportunity, is gonna run forward.
Yeah.
It's like as you guys are shooting at each other, because she's so much shorter than both of you, she's just gonna dive underneath and get to the other end of the chair. Excuse me, where Isa is, pull her out of the chair, and then start kind of dragging her away from the situation. So at the moment, the 2 of them are out of harm's way.
Yeah, I'm going to start walking in between the 2 of them, so to get myself in between, and just say to Zora, leave.
You know what? Fenris, as you corner this person, taking away the 2 innocent lives that were potentially going to be changed forever by him, you feel Silverlight push through once more this essence of fear. Not the same as what you feel from Caché. This is draconic in nature. Neither of them have high enough wisdoms to go against frightful presence.
Yeah.
So they will run. Isa's still out of it, but dragging, out. Basically, Zora's dragging her out. And their footfalls vanish from your sight, or from your ears,
As they're leaving, I'm just going to mage hand the door closed.
Okay.
And stand in front of him.
Okay. He's sputtering, he is holding his knee, he feels that you watch as the frightful presence kind of goes over him, and he kind of looks up at you. He can't save against it either, because it's using her DC. But he just kind of like looks up at you, And there's that fear, but there's this cockiness still. He's looking up at you. The fuck do you want?
Just to tell you that it's in very bon Chetier, and I'm gonna remove the hat,
Okay.
letting the disguise drop right off. Is right here. And as the disguise drops on the armor, the two wings are going to unfurl and flow out.
Okay.
As I will move Silverlight into interview the blade.
Mm-hmm. Almost appearing in thin air in your hand, the blade is with you. Wings unfurled, whole, while he radiates such malice and light, it is nothing compared to Silverlight's. He cowers a bit before you. He looks a bit shocked, fearful, obviously. But again, there is a... You see the mask attempt to come back over to shield him from what he's actually feeling. Well, little dove, all grown up, I see. No longer that scared little girl, I remember. You're a woman now, skulking around in the dark. Oh. Why are you here?
Well, I heard you were in the neighborhood and I just had to come say hello. So, tell me, what lesson shall we have today?
Still delusional, I see. You haven't cured your madness.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast his other knee.
Okay. Don't need to roll. Just do it.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. He cries in agony, holds his other knee. You hear the bones snap backwards. He kind of, you can actually see like almost lava-like tear kind of come out the side of his eyes from pain. And he just kind of looks up at you. Come to add another name to the carnage in your wake.
You will speak when spoken to. You're my patient now. So, I'm going to ask you a question. Or two. Or three. You will answer them. And then I will leave. Do not answer them, and I will continue.
And what makes you think I'll tell you or answer anything? You'll just kill me.
I am a woman of my word, just as you remember. I told you I would not be there forever, and here I am. Now, shall we begin the lesson?
Violence was always your art, Sinfrey. It's one of the many reasons your father entrusted you to cure. You trusted us to cure you. Looks like that.
Usually when you lose both kneecaps, it's not great to think.
I'm in pain.
I know, that's why I'm agreeing with you.
If you are truly of your word,
Doesn't have the ears and not my father. Doesn't have the ears.
I don't really know what you want from me, or what I can do for you.
Inderia, Zahana, and Samosha. Where are they?
Is that why you're here? For your little friends?
I'm gonna step on one of his knees.
Oh, he screams in agony again. Roll a d6.
That's a 5 plus what, my strength, or
Sure, why not?
that's gonna be 8 then.
Okay. Again, just wails and wails of agony. He tries to mask it, but it's ear piercing at this point. He cannot move his legs. And he's trying to kind of pull himself away from you and realizes that the wall is behind him. And so he's like just trying to scooch his way like along the wall and push things out of his way, but he's trying to get away from you, but he can't really, if that makes sense. So really? I don't know. They're dumb broads that were at the asylum.
Then I went back there, everyone was gone, so where are they?
Haymark was disbanded, due in part to your little episode. Half the orderlies were terrified they'd share the same fate. So it was sold, if you must know, to the Rita Arcana Syndicate. They came one day, took who they thought was important. Novak and the others were relocated. The girls, though. As far as I remember, Dahana, she was that elf one. She was released into the care of her family. Or so I was told. She was just gone one day. Get out, Caché!
Get out, we're doing something.
You're totally fine, you're totally fine. We're just recording something real fast.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize I clicked on secret. Sorry. Bye.
You're totally good, you're totally good. We'll be with you in just a few minutes.
No worries.
She was just gone one day. And Timosha, well, that I can tell you, she is dead.
And Inderia? I asked for 3 names.
Inderia. Well, who could forget Novak's favorite little pet? I'm sure she's somewhere where he is. Where the fuck he might be.
And where is Novak?
You asked for 3 names. And I gave them. Now I suggest that you get on your knees, like a good girl, and wait until I can leave this place. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. At advantage.
Wisdom. 25.
Feel the suggestion attempt. But it's almost like Silverlight just get away. And at that moment, his mask fully drops.
Did he lift his hand or anything to cast the spell?
I guess he would have, yeah.
I'll imitate his gesture, the same thing.
Yeah,
I
he would've
suggest you realize what a complete idiot you are.
Are you casting anything, or
No, I'm just
Okay.
imitating him. I can't
With
cast
that-
spells.
with even just that teasing gesture and the fact that it didn't take hold, the mask drops. He is scared, and he's starting to realize. Look, Novak got rid of me. He left me on my own. I had to fend for myself. I have no idea where he is, nor do I want to know where he is, and I don't know where anyone else is either. We all left. We all did our own things. He's lying. You're even just with your passive. Yeah.
Passive insight, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up one of the glasses of water that we brought in.
Okay.
Just toss it on him.
He writhes in discomfort, and you can
then-
see. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna watch him writhe a little bit.
I mean, the thing is, though, I understand what you're probably trying to do with a cantrip, but do remember he's a fire genasi. So
I know.
the water evaporates very quickly off of him, and he's
Okay.
dry once more. So sorry about that, but that's just
No, that's
Just-
fine.
he is a
Um,
fire genasi after all. But he's gonna lift his hands. One hand is still on his knees, and the other hand is up. And he's like, just, I don't know where Novak is, but I know where Belroy is. If I give that name to you, you promise to leave.
Oui, I am a woman of my word.
He
To
runs
see
a
where it
pros-
is, I will leave.
He runs a prosthetic clinic in the Iron Ward in Manira. I was actually going to make my way to him, but now I will leave that to you. That's the trail you're going to go.
So that's a pity. I think you could use his services right now.
And tears just continue to fall out of his eyes. I gave you the names, Sinfrey.
Of course. This is a woman of my word. I will leave. I'm going to get up while putting my weight down onto his leg.
Cries out again. Blood, like, I don't know, no, it's broken bones, so there's no blood actually, but you can hear more bones as you step on his knees.
And as I'm leaving, I'm going to repeat the same phrase he used to always say in the asylum.
Mhm.
He's very grateful, for I shall show you the light of the way. And as I go to the door, open it, I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance into the room and close the door.
Sickening
And-
radiance.
Yeah.
Is that a cube shape, or is it like is that an aerial effect?
It is a 30-foot radius,
Oh,
so it should take up
easily
the whole
done in
room.
this room. It would take up
Yeah.
this whole room. Yeah, this room's only about 15 feet
And I
or
got
so.
to close and break the handle on the door so it stays shut.
Okay. What is the save? Is that a con save?
It's a Constitution save 17.
One moment while I roll a few. No. No.
Hey, I left him alone.
Oh, that's one he
This-
saved. He saved one.
Okay.
So is this every 6 seconds?
Every 6 seconds, every
How
turn
much
he's
damage
got
is he taking every time?
Well, the thing with Sickening Radiance is he's going to take 4d10 radiant damage and suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So,
oh
in the
my
case
god,
of-
you're gonna just exhaust him to death. That's okay. You know what? We're not gonna have I'm taking away all those rolls. Don't even roll the damage. That is pure poetry for this individual. So
he's
Fenris,
just going to be
you
a
close-
dying candle.
you close the door and bash the lock. Hear from just the from outside the door, him sputtering, taking that radiant damage, slowly exhausting himself as he attempts to clamber his way to the door.
I said I'd leave him alone. Didn't say what state.
Okay. Silverlight just... You get a sense from her of pride and confidence.
I'm just gonna giggle to myself a little bit. Ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust. Well done.
And I gotta walk back and see what they're doing.
She might stop you for a moment and just say, I am sorry about Timosha. We will find the others. I know what she meant to you.
Yes. There's just so much to hope God allows him to make it. I should have gone back sooner, but I cannot change that now. Maybe I can talk to Elle later and see if we can change a bit of time. Besides that,
There's a caution from your astral dragon, but yeah. But anyway, she fades.
So I will mourn her after the task is done.
She fades from you, but not far. Just not as entrenched. And well done. You can head back to the others.
Okay, how about girls? The wings are still out, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, wings are still out. So, but with that, I think we'll call it there for tonight. And want to thank you all so much for joining us this evening. And we will see you in the next episode.